Things might get weird.
Yeah.
Welcome to our life.
Yeah. Do you want me to introduce us, or do you want to do it?
Go for it.
I'm not ready. I don't know what to say.
He wasn't ready.
Welcome to another episode of the Hewlett House Podcast. Hello, everybody.
Good morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're listening to this.
Doesn't even matter.
Make it a good one.
I fell asleep to a podcast last night,
Which one?
and then I woke up to us talking in my ear.
Oh.
It auto-rotated through. That was kind of funny.
That is funny.
I was listening to, it was Rogan and Chris DiStefano.
Shocker.
But yeah.
What is the... I think I'm going to have a heart attack from that surprise. What is that off of? Or Aladdin. It's the bird.
Oh, I don't know. I'm lost.
Look it up.
All right.
It's a thing.
Yeah. Well, that was a fun episode with Kyle and Kim. You think we released the whole thing together? I guess we can talk about that later.
Yep.
So we should do it all at once. You're gonna break it up.
I don't know. It's a surprise.
See how it goes. That was fun.
Surprise.
It'd be interesting to see what you title that. I have to brainstorm. It sounds loud in my ear. Is it? Do I sound a little overboard?
Nope.
My thing. Are you sure it's not too loud?
Yeah.
These are all the way up. Is that how you want them?
Mine needs to be up a little bit more. I don't know why. Apparently I talk
Soft and too far away?
Maybe.
Well, so what's new this week, today, in our lives?
Oh, this week. What can we say about this week? No, we recorded on Sunday instead of
We did both.
Thursday. Well,
did
yeah,
both.
we did do both. Because we were able to have Kyle and Kim, and we did dinner with them, and it was fun. And their family is so cute.
They're
just
awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good people.
They are good people. Great people.
I taught the lesson on Sunday.
Yeah, you did the closing prayer and sacrament meeting, and then also taught
I did.
Sunday school. I came home
Welcome
with...
to Sunday.
We helped my sister move on Saturday, and then Emmy, her daughter, came over and played with Gwen, and so she's the best, dude. She looked over at me in sacrament meeting. You said, "Hey, look at this." And
Yeah. We just started the sacrament prayer, and she's trying to get Hayden's attention.
Oh, she was?
Yeah. And so she's like, Uncle Hayden. And you finally look over when the prayer starts. And what? What did she show you?
She is 3 years old. She's Gwen's age, 3.5, and she's looking at me cross-eyed. She was showing me that she could do cross eyes. I thought you were just trying to show me. I didn't know she was calling my name.
Yeah, she was.
That is so funny.
And you start giggling in the middle of the sacrament prayer.
Oh my heck, she is so funny.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
my little niece is hilarious.
She's the best.
She's a different breed, that one.
No, she talks like she's an adult.
Uh-huh.
But it's a little gibberishy talk like an adult too still because she's 3. But
Yeah.
it's hilarious.
And her hand motions when she talks. She
So
just
animated.
talks with her hands and the way her whole
head.
body. She speaks with
does.
her whole body.
She does.
Yeah.
It's so awesome.
But Gwen wanted to actually go to her class, and she was bummed that we left. And Emmy was like, I want to go home.
I'm ready. She's ready to go.
So we came home, and I got the brisket and meat, making sure that was all good to go. And yeah, we podcasted. That was fun. We're doing a class. We talked about this a little bit with, I think, on that podcast. But Kyle started teaching his son different lessons, kind of about, he mentioned this a little bit in the podcast, but why are we here? Where did we come from? Where are we going? Kind of different philosophies in life. And he started doing this class with his son, and then he asked his siblings if they wanted to do it, wanted to have their kids come, and they said, yeah, we want to bring our kids, but we want to come too. And so it's kind of turned into this thing, and that he does now once a week. We go to we just went for the first time this last week. Yeah. But we're studying the 2 books, Change the Culture, Change the Game, and
Crucial Conversations,
which it was so awesome to go to that.
Awesome.
Yeah. And I know we're late, so we're just trying to play catch up at this point, but
it's kind of like good book club with like an intention in mind, you know?
Yeah.
Where it's like, this is like a learning book club where you go, you read the book, and then you see other people's perspectives on it and anyway, grow from it. So
yeah,
it was really, really cool.
Yeah, they talked about how to have the crucial conversation and how we all have our different beliefs and our different systems that we you know, tend to follow, and we have different triggers and things that make us put up shields, and sometimes we withdraw, like we talked about, or we might get aggressive, or we might yell, or you have all these different reactions when,
I don't yell
when the energies aren't flowing. Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
You for sure are abusive. Call 911. Help me.
Kidding.
Just kidding.
No, I said
It's a
that
joke.
in the last podcast. I don't yell.
She yells a little. Just yell like this. That's about
Nope.
as loud as you get.
Just elevated. Same tone.
We do a good job keeping you in line here. Mm-hmm. Guys, if you need advice on how to keep your wife in line, call me. I know exactly what to do. I do. If you hit him, don't leave a mark.
No, he's kidding.
We're laughing because it's
a
serious.
joke.
Because
it's a
real.
joke.
And it hurts.
People are gonna get freaking
You've hit me a couple times.
like on the arm.
One time I think you like hit me in the face kind of once.
No.
And you were mad. Yeah.
I've never hit anybody in the face.
Me. It was more like a slap maybe.
Okay, that. I don't even think I've done that, but
It was one time and I was out of line.
Yeah,
That's
right.
on the Hangover movie.
Yeah.
For anybody wondering. But yeah, no, you're good.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually,
Obvious.
we haven't gotten to abusive yet.
Yeah.
It was like, I think it was a half mad, half angry smack. But yeah, I was like, she just pretty
must have called
aggressively
me a
came
name
at
or
me.
something.
I would never do that.
You don't usually. That's probably why I would have smacked
I
you.
know
Though.
I was probably just being a smart aleck. I don't remember. I honestly, it was 10 years ago or something. So
But you still remember.
I've recovered for the most part.
Have you?
Yeah. Well,
What you doing over there?
I'm looking at a few questions that I have about our relationship. I thought I could ask you, but what did you have on your mind?
Well, I was thinking that it would be fun to finish up some of the things that we talked about that were unpopular opinions.
Yeah.
Maybe just finish those up because that was really fun. A, I thought, and B,
Yeah.
I have more to talk about. All right.
All right, go ahead.
All right.
Go for it.
Let's start off easy again. Well,
Okay.
we all know that California is the worst. Tell me the statistic.
Yeah,
you
I actually talked
said.
to a guy yesterday from California, and I said I was just reading about California. I didn't
Well,
realize.
sorry, let's say this. Again, these are our opinions. California has some really cool things about it. But like
Our opinions are basically facts.
okay, keep going.
Thanks. I talked to a guy yesterday from there, and I just said, hey, I was reading some stuff, and I didn't realize you guys have actually had about a 500,000 person net loss to your state the past few years. And I'd seen something pop up on TikTok, or not TikTok. I don't have that anymore, at least for now.
That's right.
I've quit that addiction for now. It's ruining my life. I saw it but I'm still on Instagram, so there you go. Just one to the other. Mm-hmm. But it was just a video that popped up that said California's population had gone down by 500,000 the past few years. And sure enough, and when I brought it up to the guy, he said, oh yeah, he said, he's like, probably at least that, probably more, he thought. But the numbers have to catch up. And I've heard of someone recently was telling me that they had some family living out in California, and then they had, was it Weston, or someone was telling us that they had like aunts and uncles, and it wasn't just like one family that moved.
It was like
and I think they went to
extended
Tennessee, but extended family, and everybody picked up and just left. But yeah, I think when you have crazy laws and COVID got out of hand and
I saw the way that it got handled or whatever.
being handled, yeah. Just recently, you want to talk about a hot take? I think it was the Wall Street Journal finally made a post about how they think that they're starting to figure out that COVID did leak in a lab, and it's like, well, we've all kind of figured that for the past few years, at least us, I guess, or me. I was just like, we've listened to enough things that had to come from somewhere, and that seemed to make the most sense. Whether it was from a bat in a lab, I don't know. I didn't read into it too much, but I'm just like, we just kind of eye rolled.
Yeah.
It does seem like the more that time goes on, and Woody Harrelson's under a bunch of heat right now because he made a joke about kind of some anti-vax COVID vaccine joke on Saturday Night Live.
Oh, really?
And I got thinking to myself, I don't remember the last time I listened to or watched Saturday Night Live. It's never been as good as it was
way back
with the Farleys and the Sandlers, and there was a time when we kind of watched it, but
I haven't watched it, so maybe it is good. I just don't know.
Yeah,
probably.
Or if people I like are hosting or something,
yeah.
Maybe Dave Chappelle or whatever. But he got scrutinized too for stuff on there, and it's just pretty funny. But
that's funny.
Seems like there's a lot of double standards out there, and I think most of the population, I really do believe that most people get it.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of crazies on both sides of every situation.
For sure.
And I'm sure we've landed on the crazy side of things, but I think it's good just to research it, study it out, get your own opinion on things.
Yeah, and I don't think, and it's your life, your opinion. You do you, baby boo-boo.
Yeah. But he was saying they've had all that flooding out there, and it started to slow down on all that. And anyway, but what was your big complaint about California? What were you going to say?
Well, just kind of, I don't know. It just seems like all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
You're like, all these people are coming here. We had a ton of people come here. And then I remember you saying that. And so I just kind of wanted to, California's just hard. I love Disneyland, and I love the beach. But it just seems...
All their beaches are pretty cold there.
Yeah, but it's
but
still
the
a
weather
beach.
usually in general is pretty awesome, and it still is a beach, and it is beautiful. And it was a total fun vacation. But it's just funny how when we were kids, California was a place to be, and now it's turning into the place to get out of.
That's funny.
But even on that Rogan podcast I mentioned I was listening to with Chris DiStefano, he mentioned that I guess he did some comedy shows. He's a comedian. He was doing a comedy show in Vancouver and then San Francisco, and he said they were very similar in the sense that they just have a big homeless problem, and then that the police are scared to get too involved because their departments won't get their backs. And I guess there's even a buddy of mine posted on Instagram in the past couple months that he was out there and someone's window had gotten bashed in. But he said that when he pulled up to the venue where he was at, or they got up to somewhere, it was near there in San Francisco, and a guy said, "Don't leave anything in your car because it'll probably get stolen." They have a big theft problem out there. And he said he walked out and there were like 4 cars that had the windows bashed in.
What?
He's like, I've never seen anything like it. And I guess it's there in Vancouver. And so I think until they can find a way to figure that issue out.
Yeah.
We just have such a mental crisis in our country, I think,
For sure.
I mean, you got homeless people there's a lot of addiction and all that stuff, but I don't know. It feels like we need more mental hospitals than we do prisons at this time. Some real deep therapy and deep help. I don't know. That's just me talking here, but I'm sober.
I take that.
I'm sober right now.
Freaking I do it.
Yeah, but
speaking of like
I hate
California
Disneyland. No, I don't hate Disneyland. I don't hate, but it's
not your favorite.
It's
place.
not my favorite.
But also,
if it was a slower day, I would enjoy it much more. And if we went with some friends and
germs and
without kids. Okay, we get
whatever.
Kids make it fun for sure, but it's like some people love Disneyland, and I'm like, I can do with or without it.
I love Disneyland.
Yeah,
I love it.
Their churros and corn dogs are pretty good.
So good.
Yeah.
I don't even know, who did we go with? Was it Tim and Pri that showed us the corn dogs?
Yeah,
and
I
my
think
life
it was.
has never been the same.
Yeah.
I'm not even a corn dog person, but
I know.
Man, those corn dogs. I would eat one right now.
Yeah.
If I could. I'd do it. Don't tempt me.
Yeah, speaking of, I jumped on the scale this week. I've been making it.
Oh gosh.
April 1st is my goal. April 1st is my goal of at least hitting a certain weight. I hopped on the scale this week and it motivated me. It really motivated me. So if you need help out there for some motivation, hop on the scale.
No.
Hop on the scale.
I'm feeling the opposite. I feel like
I have
I'm
avoided
trying
it
really
forever.
hard.
Yeah.
And with little progress, that it's like a mind game to me at this point. So
it's all
I'm
about
leaving
accountability and looking at your
I'm leaving
crap.
it alone for a minute.
But down a few pounds so far this week, as long as I can keep. I think if I can keep my eating,
That's
if I can keep
the
my
most frustrating thing ever.
if I can keep my eating up for about 2 weeks, then I can have a day or two a week that I can have one day a week where I eat all the pancakes and eat all the crap, and then I just have to maintain. But
all
I'm getting
the
back to
women
tracking.
want to like punch you in the face right now.
Okay, sorry.
Because that you're already down you did that what?
In 3 days.
Yeah.
But I'm fighting a cold. Well, before that, I've been running, and then really this is where we talked about before, but it really comes down to being aware. So what do I weigh?
Yeah.
And then tracking what I eat and realizing, okay, I have my I need to do calorie deficit and hit my protein goal are the biggest two things.
Yeah, I've been doing that for a month.
And have you seen a pattern of, okay, I have too many carbs, or I have too much protein or too little protein, or you don't drink enough water? That's one that has been huge for me.
I've been tracking all of it and making sure I didn't.
And?
I'm about the same weight.
She's really cute. Gwen's in here talking, but look how cute she is.
Anyway, we don't need to go into that.
But I have
just so you know, it doesn't always work the same for everybody.
Yeah. Well, I mean, calorie deficit is the win.
Yeah.
Someone wants to come on and talk about their journey. This is what's interesting. Eventually, I'll post it on Instagram. But I went back and looked at my pictures. Maybe I've talked about this too much. So if I have, I'm sorry. But to see the difference of my body on macros versus keto, which we already talked about how we don't love keto, and probably going to get hate for that.
For sure. It's fine.
It's a very.
This is what we're here for.
It's a very
we're
big.
Here to get
it's kind
hate.
of culty. The
Just
keto
kidding.
crew. Gwendolyn. And then even just to now, without tracking or doing any sort of dieting, or even just tracking it is the biggest thing for me. You can see a difference in my body from macros to keto, and then
to not tracking
to 0. Yeah.
Okay, well, let's keep going here. What? Oh my gosh. Okay. So we all know I have a thing with leopard print.
Yeah, everything in our closet has a leopard on it.
Not everything, but I do have frequent like leopard cheetah print, right?
Yeah.
I like it. I have since.
Or it's cheetah.
No, it's leopard. I like leopard better than cheetah. It's different.
I know.
I would know. Just kidding. But I do like it. And my sister sent me this, this lady that I follow was doing hot takes on her thing, actually. And on her page, her Instagram page.
Yeah.
And somebody's hot take was that leopard is trashy.
I've never
I
thought
have
that.
never been called trashy in my life.
Sometimes when I think of leopard, I think of people that wear their leopard slippers to Walmart.
Oh.
And that might be why I can relate with that statement just a little bit. And they're dirty,
To me,
and you're
I'm
like, lady, I hope you don't wear those in your house.
But I don't wear like the slutty slut stuff, right? Like this mini skirts or whatever. It just has a little leopard print on it. And I loved it. Call me trashy. That's great.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
You always look cute. You don't ever look trashy.
But I believe that it's like a neutral.
Is it?
In my eyes, it is.
What does fashion say about that? Would fashion agree with you?
I don't.
Would the fashion
Who do I
police
ask? Who do I ask?
Put it on Instagram.
Okay.
Do a poll.
Okay.
All right.
I'll do it.
I dare you.
All right. I mean, I'm pretty particular about my print, to be honest with you.
Tell us about this.
Tell
us about your leopard print that you're
particular.
What does it have to be like?
Well, I can't even tell you. I just have to see it. I have to see it. And the faker it looks, the more I'm out, right?
So
I want it to look like I don't know.
You want me to bring you a cheetah or a leopard?
Absolutely.
I'm going to go kill a leopard for you you can sleep in?
No.
Now we're going to get...
But, yeah, there you go. PETA over here.
Yeah.
No, but I am pretty particular about the print.
It has to look real, is what you're saying.
I don't want to even say that. Because I wouldn't want... No, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Some of it looks crappy and some of it doesn't.
It can't look too cartoony. Is that maybe what it is?
Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Anyway, but I'm a little picky about it.
You got cat-like vibes? Is that what you're feeling? Oh, all right. Stop that.
That happened. You're welcome. I don't even know.
Stop him.
I don't
Stop
even know.
that.
Do you have a chicken?
Nope.
Okay. Anyway, I think leopards neutral and not trashy if done right. It definitely can be trashy. I get it.
All right.
All right.
Next.
How about what do we keep our house at?
The temperature? 66, 67 degrees.
Why?
Because it's hot if it's not that low.
Hayden is like a furnace.
Yeah.
Are all men that way? I feel like they are.
I'm big boned.
Whatever. Has nothing to do with that because no.
I'd rather be cold. Like I like to be cool or colder.
Yeah.
We haven't slept as much this past winter with our window open, but yeah, we've had our window open in the wintertime. It's felt nice.
Well, when people come and sleep over or hang out, they're always freezing and asking for blankets.
Yeah, but at least they're not sweating. Last year I was so glad we did it, and I know you were too. We had a mini split added into our living room.
Yeah.
Just its own little separate. We have little kind of vaulted ceilings in our living room, and that AC unit will cool that living room area off in about 5 minutes, and it is so nice.
Yeah, it's nice because we have big windows and it's facing the sun, so that's why it gets hot so quickly.
Then we added that deck last year that just gets hit by the sun all day, and I'm sure reflects off into the house.
I know we need to do some sort of shading back there, but
those trees have been growing. But anyway, yeah.
Okay. Soda shops.
I'm curious what most people keep their home at.
Yeah.
Do a poll on that too.
Okay. I'll make a note. Poll on is cheetah
A neutral.
And whoa. And what was it?
What people keep their
temperature
at.
out of home. Okay.
Hey.
Okay, so
Gwen, did you fart? No? Oh, I thought I heard something over there.
Okay, so we have here in Utah.
She didn't, everybody.
Here in Utah, we have soda shops, like most places have coffee shops.
Yeah.
We have soda shops where they'll mix in a whole bunch of different flavors, and you can get treats and all that. Ugh, sounds so good right now. But
somehow Mormons believe that drinking 44 ounces of Diet Mountain Dew raspberry puree and coconut syrup.
Just go ahead and call me right out.
That's my drink of choice. I'm calling out my own drink. I don't have it very often, but there is a freaking line.
There is.
At every soda shop in Utah County.
Yeah.
They are making freaking bank.
There's like so many different kinds. So let's name just the ones that are within, I don't know, 5 miles from us.
And they gave me a free cup of chocolate chip cookies last time I went. They're like, oh, you have been chosen to win this. And I'm like, okay, thanks. I just brought it home for the kids. We have people over. But anyway, it's just junk food.
Yep.
It's so bad.
Yep. So how many different ones do we have that are like within 5 miles? There's
So Delicious, Swig,
Fizz, Soda Mix.
Is that the one at the end of the road here?
Mm-hmm. Sippin'.
Holy cow. Is there 5? That's within a few miles. That's within 5
Soda
miles
Retreat.
probably.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3,
Oh,
4,
Sippin's
5.
in Spanish Fork, huh?
Yeah, 5. And then there's another in Payson.
Oh my gosh.
So
that's just
and then if you go to
within
Spring,
5 minutes of our house.
If you go to Springville,
maybe 8 minutes.
There's So Delicious
and Swig. I'm pretty sure.
Anyway, so my point is, which one's superior? Which one is most consistent in your book? Which, if you could just choose one,
Swig. I'd probably just go with Swig.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't feel like there's this consistent. I feel like Fizz is more consistent.
And it might depend on the one you go to. I felt like the one I got us last week wasn't that good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you did come home saying it wasn't as good.
Yeah. But I got one last week, but it's probably been a month or two since I got one before that.
Actually, I thought yours was good. You know what you did wrong is you didn't add the vanilla.
I think I did coconut. I thought I did coconut in it.
You do coconut and vanilla. You gotta do both.
I don't usually.
Oh. Do you do the cream? Maybe you do coconut cream.
The cream would be good.
And then vanilla.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. What's your favorite? Sodalicious?
Fizz.
Oh, Fizz. Where's that at? Is that the one over by Stokes? Mm-hmm. Or whatever? Okay.
I just think that they're the most consistent. Like
do they have those all over
usually
too?
Yeah.
They're the ones in Arizona. Did we go there in Arizona?
Oh yeah, I think so. I think you're right.
Fizz. It's funny.
I like it a lot. I have a soda problem.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to quit. You know what I'm doing is I'm trying to just do cans.
I have a caffeine problem.
Yeah, that too.
But yeah.
I'm trying to do cans though because I don't drink them as fast as through the straw.
Yeah.
So if I because I have the ice here and I'll just throw a can in the cup with some ice.
And then when you
I
drink
that
4 cans, you feel worse about
No, because I drink the
44.
can slower. That's the idea. I'll drink the can slower. I notice when I put it on ice and have it in the straw that I'm drinking it faster.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, this is so good.
Yeah.
But if I had the can, then it's so carbonated I have to a little swig at a time.
You're a nut job. But okay.
I have so many issues, guys.
Tell us about them.
Leopard, my leopard obsession, my soda obsession.
Jessica won't allow our kids to have a pet.
Oh, yeah.
One time I brought home an angelfish for Maddie when she was about Gwen's age. She was 2, probably.
No, it was the beta fish. Keep going.
Isn't that what I just said?
Angel, but that's fine.
Don't they call them angelfish too?
Oh, that might be new. I don't
beta
know.
Fish.
Beta fish.
Maybe that was a kid thing. I don't know. Google it. Those little beta fish you can buy at Walmart, the pretty ones. Mm-hmm. And it was named. I had a little glass bowl that had Ernie on the side.
Yeah,
I got from work.
right.
Remember that? So the fish's name was Ernie, and she was excited to have her little fish. And Jess immediately was. You were upset that I brought this little fish home. I remember. You're just like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, you don't want to have a fish?"
The problem is then I become in charge of the fish.
I remember you.
So if you just show up with something that I have not,
yeah, that's fair.
That I have not agreed to, I don't appreciate that.
Yeah, I think I took care of it most of the time.
You did. That's why it got sick and died.
Did it die? It didn't last very long, I remember.
You didn't wash the bowl before you went on a work trip.
Really?
And I wasn't going to do it.
Oh. And we told her, "Oh, sorry, he swam away."
He bellied
down the
up.
Toilet. Sad.
He bellied up. Or no, he was straight up and down.
Poor guy.
And I tried to look and see what to do. And it said to feed it peas. And I'm all,
oh, yeah.
am I supposed to, is this a game that I'm supposed to drop it directly into his mouth? Because
it's like it was sick at first.
He's not doing anything.
Did you feed it peas?
I tried.
Oh.
But my aim was not great.
Oh.
I didn't get it right to him.
Sad. I couldn't remember all that.
He died.
That's funny.
I really do have an
sad.
issue with the one pet that I had that I enjoyed. It was probably my preteens. I was obsessed with frogs.
Oh, really?
I went through a phase where I was obsessed with frogs, but not like a toad. Toads aren't cute.
Yeah.
But the little dwarf frogs. Have you seen those that swim around in the water?
Yeah.
I had those, and
they don't get very big, right? They're just they stay small.
Yeah, a couple inches max.
Yeah.
From head to from foot forward to foot back. I don't know. Front feet to back feet, because it usually is sprawled out,
Yeah.
Anyway, so
I didn't know you had frogs.
I did. I actually ended up having 2 rounds because the first round I went to change out the water for them, and we had double sinks, so I would pour them into one side.
Yeah.
With some water, and then I would go rinse it out in the other side of the sink, get new water, pick him up, whatever. Well, I went back to get him out of the side that I let him in to clean it, and they were dead. Within 30 seconds to a minute, I'd fried him. I didn't realize the water was too hot.
Oh, sad. Did you cry?
I know. Nope.
I knew you were part serial killer. So your parents got you a couple
I think I
more?
laughed, and then I just went and got more.
Oh, good.
And learned my lesson.
At Animal Ark, or where did you go?
Yeah, probably. Is that the one that was in American Fork?
Yeah.
Down by Sally's or whatever was right there in Albertsons?
We used to go hang out over there, I'm pretty sure. We'd go over there all the time.
Yeah.
Because we didn't live too far.
Yeah, I think that's where I got him.
But I
that's
brought
the
home
only,
a dog. I brought home a dog once.
Twice. Oh, well, no.
Without talking to you, I brought it home as a pet, as a gift for Maddie's birthday, I think.
No. You and I
Or it was a gift for Maddie in general, I thought. And I thought, we'll warm up to this cute little puppy.
He likes...
And Jess was like, I am not helping with this dog. It had a testicle that didn't drop.
Yep.
Or something after like a week that we had it, and Animal Arc let us take it back. And Jess took it back. And that was a bad call on my part. And then the second time we got a dog.
The problem was that you are like, I'm going to go show Maddie the puppies at the pet store.
Yeah.
We're just going to go look. And I said, don't come home with a dog. I was pregnant with Jack.
There's a funny part to this story, by the way.
I was pregnant with Jack. I know, but I gotta set it up for you. I was pregnant with Jack. So I'm like, I'm not getting it into this. I'm going to be up in the middle of the night anyway. I'm not getting up in the middle of the night already to take care of a dog and to train a dog. This is already coming in my near future. So I told you not to do it, and you still did it. And so then when they gave me an out and you had already had to be getting up for at least a week every night to go let it out because I refused to. Yeah. Then you're like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. So
we can take it back. Hayden likes animals when it's not hard.
Yeah. Well, I don't like the cleaning up, but after it's just so much work, and then with 4 kids, it doesn't make any sense at this point to me either. But then we got a black lab that I used we had it all trained, spent a bunch of money to get him trained, but we bought him when we didn't have our yard in yet, so he was an outside dog. I think if he had been an inside dog, had been trained to be inside, we just got a new
house, and I didn't want him eating. He was a lab, and they're puppies for like 2 years. I didn't want him destroying my brand new house.
But we got him trained, and he came back pretty darn good. But the first time I took him duck hunting after he got trained, we all shot our guns, and I think if it had just been me, he probably would have been okay, but 3 of us shooting our guns just overwhelmed him, and he took off, and I remember being so ticked. I had spent like $1,500 on the training for that dog over a few months, maybe a little more, and my buddy Colton had a dog that he left in the truck because she ended up being in heat, so he brought her, and then he left her in the truck because me and the other guy had our dogs too, and he had gone to the truck and scratched the entire exterior of Colton's truck. It was like a brand new Chevy Duramax truck he bought, and I felt so bad. Luckily, it didn't scratch through to the paint, and he had a brother-in-law that was able to buff it all out, so that was a saving grace.
Saved us lots.
But he took off, and we kind of finished up hunting, and I thought he'd be around close by. I kept kind of yelling for him. We finished up hunting. I went to the truck, and he was gone. And some guy showed up with him, and he's like, hey, is this your dog? And I'm like, yeah, do you want him? I asked him. I was that mad. And I would have given him to the guy right there. But he's like, he seems like a good dog. I'd keep him, but I don't have the room for him. I'm like, all right, well, I'll take him then. And I sold him back to the guy that trained him. One of his guys wanted him for like a few $100, $500 maybe. And I sold him. I gave him all the equiment, everything we had. And
we're just like, not good animal parents.
I know that sounds really terrible, but where he was out in the kennel, the reason I say we probably would have kept him if he was an in-house dog is he would have just naturally got attention by being inside, where we had to make it a point every day, rain or snow or shine, to go out and play with him. And I'm like, I need to be spending time with my kids instead of, throwing the ball to this dog for an hour every day and going for a walk. And it was just a lot of work.
You didn't tell the funny part about the first dog.
The first dog we took back, Jessica took it back. I'm sorry.
Dude, throw me under the bus all you want. I told you not to bring
my uncle and his wife ended up going to that same pet store and buying that same dog, and they ended up having it.
Yep.
And then we got to hear them complain about it. That was a funny part of that. But anyway, I have a couple more, but I got to run.
Okay.
You good?
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks for those. Love you.
Love you most.